when we were coming up with a name for the band that would define us and sort of carry on that brand image forward, I guess we were really looking for a name that not only defined who we were, but who we would be in the future as well. Hence Rob and Ed. We wanted a band name that stripped away all the egos, all the sort of frills beyond what we were trying to achieve. We wanted to really strip it back to a very quick and easy description of this is us, and this is all we are capable of. We pretty much began with no real preconceptions of where we were going to be and what we were going to become. I suppose it would be best to say that we were friends first and bandmates later. And bandmates later, but not friends. Do we write about real life experiences, or do we just come up with them off the top of our heads? I suppose a bit of both. All the real sort of human, emotional aspects, I think a lot of that comes from my own personal experience. A lot of the very deep and meaningful relationships that I've had with friends, family, also, actual relationships. And I like to express that in song, really to explore that sense of being alive, that sense of being a human, the trials and tribulations that we all have to deal with. A lot of the comic aspects, however, they come from Rob's own misfortunes. Probably one of mine. They're the ones I remember. The ones that make me chuckle, I think, as well, it's fair to say. But often very deep. Often very, very deep. Perhaps she ripped it up, threw it and burnt it and shat on it. Comic rule of 4 there. 4. Also true. She literally shat on it. When did I first know we'd made it? Blimey. I do remember though very clearly one of our early gigs. As the small crowd dispersed at the end, this woman came through and she said to us, "You boys, you have got it." Wow, I mean, to hear that at such an early stage in one's band live playing career is just fantastic, and that really gave us the impetus to go from strength to strength, increasing our we added at least another song to our set each time. Turns out later she just left her cardigan on one of the stools on the stage. She wanted it back. Shotgun? Yeah. That came from a very dark place. I don't think I can talk about it. Yeah, the press often writes about a lot of tension within the band. I have to laugh because, since the day we first started recording music through to today and beyond, we have been nothing but a very slickly oiled and cohesive songwriting team. Personally, of course, I hate the guy. Toughest crowd? Probably each other. We're like that, we're really critical. I sing something, Rob's like, no. Rob sings something and I'm like, stop singing. Yes, so really, toughest crowd has to be ourselves, you know, like, you'd be surprised, but standing up with a microphone and a guitar in front of your own bandmate can be as terrifying as a crowd of 2 or 3 people. Musical philosophy, well, I'm glad you asked, because of course our band is very deeply rooted in the message that we're trying to convey. It's not all laughs, it's not all fun. It is also, at the very core of it, a very serious message that we're trying to put across, to really appreciate life, appreciate our music and buy our records.